Hello Scorpio, and thank you so much for tuning in for the first monthly reading of the new year for January of 2022. This is for Scorpio Sun, Rising, Moon, or anybody with prominent Scorpio placements in their chart. I am Vickieverlie, the rock and roll prophetess. I have over 30 years experience in the metaphysical field. I want to make a quick notation that this is my website, and the reason I'm bringing it up is because there's been some imposters out there. They're swindling people. They're using YouTube videos from myself and other people on YouTube, and then they're directing you to a different website. And it's a fraud. It's fraudulent. So make sure if you want to, well, you can check the links below in the actual YouTube video, but if you're watching this somewhere other than YouTube, this is my website, vickieverlie.com. Don't be fooled by imposters. All right, everybody, here we go with the reading. We're going to be using the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, as always, for the main portion of the reading. And then we're going to pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards for your animal totem. Both are my own creation. If you are a level 2 Patreon supporter, there's going to be 4 additional clarifying cards pulled from the Morgan Greer Tarot. All right, there's a ton of astrology shifting stuff happening this month. And you Scorpios are directly involved. The North Node, the North Node is going into Taurus, and the South Node is going into Scorpio, into your sign. So this is a big deal. This only comes around about every 18 years or so, 18 to 19 years. It's a major cycle. In your case, with it being the South Node, this is going to talk about things from the past. Things from the past absolutely can be coming up again. There's going to be things that you haven't dealt with. Other years when you've had this in the South Node in Scorpio were 2003 to 2004, and before that would have been 1984 to 1986. It seems like I'm skipping a year. Did I skip any? Apparently I did not. Okay, so you may want to, think back on those time frames, because these things are all cyclical and they could come around again. And in fact, the things that may resurface could be back from those time frames. Again, 2003, 2004. If you want to learn more about that, I have those year ahead pay-per-view videos where I talk a little bit more about it and do some cards and stuff. So if you want to find out more about how that might affect you, you can do it, or you can just order a reading too. That's the other thing. If you're watching this in December, there still is a week left to get the year ahead personal readings. Otherwise, it's not till next year. It'll be shut down till next year. And I want to thank everybody for that. So let's go ahead and get your reading started for our Scorpio friends. Let's see what's coming up for the month of January of 2022 for Scorpios. Been going through some struggles, not surprising. There's your card, one of your cards. By the way, these are gender neutral readings, so even though this is a king and that's a queen, it does not mean that that's male and female necessarily. You apply that to your individual situations. All right, well, you're leaving behind the tower. So many of you are feeling like a big change, a big shift, something that was in struggle or something that was not very solid is not going to be sustainable, and you're moving on. You're moving on and you're moving forward. I'm hearing that Billy Joel, I'm moving out. I'm moving on, I'm moving out. I can't get the whole song in my head. I know it's Billy Joel though, so yeah, there could be other, if you've never seen my videos, I'm a lifelong musician. I've been channeling music longer than I've been doing anything. Spirit's been communicating with me through music longer than it's been any other medium. So a lot of times they will give me songs, and they do have meanings. It's not just some random, I'm not just sitting here making up songs to sing. It's a message from the guides. Okay, so there was some karmic thing, and that is another thing about the nodes. The nodal, it takes the nodes, like I said, about 19 years, and this is often, I will associate this card with the nodes, because this is like a 20-year cycle, roughly, 18 to 19 years. It's taken for these for these planets. Well, they're not actually planets. But for these aspects to show up again. It very much ties into karma. And when I do the soul readings, the nodes are one of the big things that I absolutely look at as far as your past lives and stuff like that. It's really prominent when you do have the Judgment card and you have the Wheel of Fortune. It's talking about a major cycle is ending. So some kind of karmic situation that you've been in, often it can be suffering or difficulty. You're ready to let it go. You're ready to let it go. You're ready to move on. I'm moving out. I keep hearing that. So maybe some of you are actually moving out. It could be like that. You're showing up crossing over this. So what I feel about it is that you've grown. You're in the initial spread here, you're representing as the King of Cups. So male or female, doesn't matter. The King of Cups is emotionally more mature. They're more mature, they're more grounded, they're more on their path. They're more embodying their true essence, So that's where you're at. And as you have embodied your true essence, you've outgrown this stuff. You've outgrown this stuff. You don't want to be a part of it. You're not interested. You're moving towards, so we always, when you got these journey cards, so you're leaving this behind, what are you moving toward? You're moving towards a soulmate relationship in the Two of Cups here. And it looks like the King of Cups is here. We have a King of Cups and a Queen of Rods. So either one or either or. But this is the stronger because this person is right next to the Wheel of Fortune. Well, it's in line with the Wheel of Fortune. It's right next to the Two of Cups. And the traveling, we're moving energetically or actually physically. Some of you may be physically moving. Just go live with, whoever. Maybe you've met somebody, in a different location, and maybe you're going to go travel to actually see them. The Queen of Rods is at the top of the situation, and she seems very favorable as well. This, to me, seems more like somebody, I'm getting the word facilitator. This would be the facilitator. So this might be, so say you want to move and be with your love. This person might be the one that says, hey, I'm going to hire you for a job. That's going to make that possible. Or it could just be, anything. Maybe it's your current boss that's saying, well, guess what? You can work remotely. I don't want to lose you, so we're going to keep you on and you can work remotely. That's not surprising either with it being the Queen of Rods here, because a lot of times this does have to do with, it's, the ninth house in astrology, which is, working from, it could be that. It could be working from a distance or something like that. The final outcome is the Ace of Swords. So you're going to have a breakthrough. You're able to break through. You're able to take that sword and slice off and cut away all this old stuff that doesn't serve you. Just like you have to prune a plant or a tree. Sometimes you have to prune your life. And when the South Node is going through your sign, that's highly likely. All right, this is going to be your card here, the Knight of Cups. So we're going to look at the card. This is your card also, but I like to then find you in the spread if you've not seen this kind of reading before. So here you showed up as the Knight of Cups, and I'm going to look at the cards that are surrounding you. I mean, look, you have the Ace of Swords over here. It's the final outcome of the initial spread. As I continue, what else do you have? You have the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Cups. So absolutely turning the corner, big time, new beginnings. I like this too because you have the Five of Pentacles, which can be a card, it does mean like you're feeling not worthy, or you're feeling less than, or, just that you can't get, you can't get what you want or get it together. And you're leaving, that's another thing you're leaving behind. He's leaving that behind, and he's going in the direction. Shrappo, what's going on, buddy? My dog's crying. I'm not really sure why. What's happening over there, buddy? Come here. What's going on? I'm doing the reading now, okay? You gotta be quiet till I finish the reading, please. Okay, good boy. You gotta go lay down till I finish the reading. Sorry about that. So I'm saying he because it's just represented as a he. The Knight of Cups is leaving this behind and going towards a new thing. For some of you, this could be a crappy job that you just weren't getting paid what you were worth. And you're leaving that behind and you're going towards something that you really do desire, and all the rest. There's going to be a lot of communication going on here, and we have water and earth. So what's going on this month? We're going to be in the sign of Capricorn, so there's the earth, for the first 3 weeks until we hit to January 19th and we move into Aquarius. But there's also going to be a new moon in Capricorn on the 2nd. So that could be this, because this came up in another reading, and I said this often reminds me of the new and full moons, just because it reminds me of it. So we've got the new moon in Capricorn on the 2nd, and then we have the full moon in Cancer on the 17th. So it's almost like maybe you're going to do the initial contact here. Either you're reaching out to them, they're reaching out to you, and then you may find out, for some of you around the 17th, like, it's a go. We're going to offer you the job. We're going to offer you the position. We're going to make it happen. And it's just beautiful, beautiful creativity. It's going to allow you to move. Some of you want to move, or it's going to allow you to change your home around to better suit you. Maybe you'll be working from home. And then you're in Empress energy. You're in this energy of being so fulfilled, being in this place of abundance and plentifulness. And then you also have this Ace of Cups here, which is also beautiful. New beginning and love, creativity. For some of you, when this card shows up with the Empress and the Ace of Cups to some extent, this could absolutely be a baby coming. If you've been trying to get pregnant, this could absolutely be like a baby coming. And it would be, Empress would say, yeah, good thing. A lot could be happening really, really quick, Scorpio. And that should, from the looks of everything here, that's good. You know, you want that. These are all good things. But it's pointing right at this Eight of Swords. So sometimes, you know, you are a fixed sign. And sometimes you're like, oh, wait a minute, this is all happening too fast. I gotta kind of, you know, you may be getting stressed or worried about things. But from what I can see in this spread, I feel like there's no calls for that. There's no reason to feel stressed or worried, because this is absolutely, you know, a good thing for you. Absolutely. And all the aces here are beautiful. And I love that you're leaving behind the Tower here. You're leaving the Tower behind and moving on. And I love that you're leaving behind this Five of Pentacles, which is also, you know, not believing in yourself and moving. And so we all go in and out of, you know, we think we got it all worked out, and then something comes up and it's like, oh, I'm not sure, you know, nerves come up again. The other thing is you're moving towards a soulmate, and the soulmate could be a romantic relationship, highly likely with all this stuff here. But also the King of Pentacles, this could all just be about a job. Maybe you're going towards the King of Pentacles because this is that financier or whoever who's, you know, going to back your project, going to offer you the job, the gig, whatever the case may be. I'm not sure why the dog is crying like that, but we're gonna go ahead and get our animal totem. Shh, Rocco, I gotta do the reading now. You gotta lay down and be quiet, please. Okay. He's crying, I know, because something's outside. The other dog next door is outside. Yeah, I know he's out there. I don't care. Go lay down. He didn't. You could have saw his face when I said that. He just looked at me like... These animals, they're so funny. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our animal totem for Scorpio. Stingray. This card, you know, this card always often really reminds me of you guys, Scorpio, because it's water, and you're a water sign, and it's so elegant and flowing and everything, and that's you. When you're in that, when you're on that wave, when you're really in that zone, you can be so elegant and flowing, but also it'll sting you, like the Scorpio. It's got a stinger, you know, so. Okay, elegant, electric, fluid, deep, unwavering persistence, ambition, responsible wielding of innate power. That's you all day, Scorpio. Maneuvering gracefully through life. Yeah, that's, you know, this card totally reminds me of you, big time. And there was something that came up. Oh, when the electric thing came up, I thought of, you know, Uranus. The North Node, if you this is kind of particular to Scorpio rising, but, you know, some people read it all the way, but just bear with me. So the South Node is in Scorpio, therefore the North Node is in Taurus, and that's your opposite sign. So even if you're not Scorpio rising, and that would be your 7th house, it's your partnership sign. It's the sign opposite you. It's your partnership sign. And not only is the North Node going through there, but Uranus is in there. And Uranus rules over electricity. And Uranus also rules over unexpected things just showing up out of the blue. So for some of you, you might be saying, you know what, I don't even care about, I'm not even worried about a relationship. Well, guess what? Especially with the North Node there and Uranus, something really unexpected could happen and you could find yourself in a relationship again. Alrighty then. So that is the reading. Please, if you enjoyed this, please do hit the subscribe button. That lets YouTube know that you do enjoy my content. Don't forget about the frauds out there, not only for me, for other people on the channel. If you're watching this in the last week of December, then you still have that last week to get in on the year ahead reading. But I want to thank everybody who has ordered it. It's been another great year of doing the year ahead readings. And I'm thankful for all of you, especially people that order every year. There's many of you, and then some for the new people too. I hope that you enjoyed it, and maybe you'll continually do it every year as others have. If you want to learn a little bit more about some of the astrology and get that tarot reading, I do have that little pay-per-view videos available for talking about what's coming up for 2022. Those will be available. Those aren't going anywhere, so you have time to get in on that. Alright everybody, so thank you so much for all your support. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have the best new year ever, and we'll see you again next month.